legacy of the sportsman is fading. And traditions are being lost. We are not just meant to live on this earth, but we are to subdue it and have dominion over it. To preserve the sport of hunting, pass on traditions to the youth. That is our legacy. The legacy of the hunting grounds.
The Hunting Grounds is brought to you by Lucky Buck, Everett Chevrolet of Northwest Arkansas, SJF Productions, Rhino Outdoors, Eagle Seed, Antler Dirt, Shaybug Design, and Hook, Line, and Sinker Outdoors.
Welcome to the Hunting Grounds and welcome to our first online episode. We really pride ourselves in being a different and unique show that's really dedicated to the average Joe. We show you management techniques for smaller property and smaller budgets. Because let's face it, there's a lot of shows out there and they show you great tips on how to manage property, but they're usually dealing with thousands of acres and have thousands of dollars. And myself and the average Joe doesn't have that. And there's a whole bunch of different kind of techniques you have to do when you're managing for a smaller portion of property. And the other thing we're extremely passionate about is getting youth and new hunters involved in the outdoors. We feel like traditions are fading away, and it's our job and our responsibility to introduce them into the world of hunting. Alright, let's get to this week's hunt as you climb up in the stand with me, and I try to film myself killing a buck with a bow. Got a lot of cool bucks coming in on the trail cam. Let's see if I get lucky and see how this hunt rolls. Bugs in this area. We're hoping that keep warm. So it's just a little after 8. We have a lot of time left, so we'll see what happens before it gets too hot in the day.
And now time for the Dig-In 365 management moment.
time of year. Deer season's almost finished, trapping season's been going on for a while, but it's just now time for us to pick up our traps and go really hard at it. Because we're hunting a lot smaller pieces of property, and so putting any extra pressure on the deer by going in and checking traps or setting up traps is just something we don't want. So we wait till the end of season or until we're done hunting, and then we really start trapping really hard. Now we primarily manage for deer on our property, but other wildlife benefit as well, such as turkey and quail and rabbits, because of our wide range of diversity and habitat on our property that comes by good management. Now I love trapping, and I've had the privilege of having past generations pass down their techniques, and I still love picking up the old steel trap, going old school on the creek, trying to outsmart those critters, but there are other effective techniques as well. And you can get out there and you can have live traps, which are great if you're especially trapping around residential areas. You might get someone's house cat or their dog in the trap, and you can release them with no harm to them. But I still like going the old-fashioned way. Now, even though fur prices are really low, we still trap every year. We try to take out those predators and increase our deer and our turkey and quail on our property. Now, we were really blessed this year when we were able to see a covey of quail on the property that we're here on today. This property is no more than 15 acres, and it's in northwest Arkansas. Who can say they've had a covey of quail staying on their property, let alone 15 acres in northwest Arkansas? So we've been really blessed, and it's just showing that our good hard work at trapping is really paying off.
Now, back to the hunt.
I've got everything set up for this 8-point, and all of a sudden, I catch something out of the corner of my eye. And it's everything I can do to get the camera on him, and get my bow set up, and get everything ready to go, because I know this is a bigger buck than the one I'm looking at. Let me get this fixed for you. I don't even know what that was. These are probably a good 8 or 10. They just came in all of a sudden. We had 2 deer, a 6-point that we saw the other day while we were hunting out here, and then we had another 8-point that I was wanting to shoot here. This guy came over the hillside. He came up, and I didn't even see him, but he was definitely the bigger of the 3. We put a good shot on him. He's about 32 yards out there. I hit him just a tad bit back. By the way he was quartering away to me, I think it was just perfect. So we're going to give him a little bit, and then we'll go track him down. It looked like it was a clean pass through. I'm pumped. And I'm out here filming myself, so this was definitely tough. Biggest bow kill. First deer that I've ever self-filmed the actual kill. So hopefully it turned out pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna go see if we can find the arrow. I think it was a clean pass through. Like I said, it was about 32, 33 yards. Hit him with an Icon rangefinder. Good blow, it looks like. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of blood right here. Whew. He's bleeding out. He cannot be far. Man, look at that blood. There he is. And he's a good looking buck. And of course he had to go down halfway down the hill. Couldn't stay on top. There's no way to get anything down here. I just have to drag him away. Look at that buck. Man, he's a nice buck. Yes, sir. That's him. This is the one we were actually looking for here. We got a couple of photos of him. I thought he was really unique. He had these main beams that curved up in here. Just a nice 8-point. My biggest bow kill ever. Only my second buck bow kill, so I am more than pleased with it. You can see it looked like it was a little far back. Came out in that front shoulder, and those muzzies did their job just like they always do, so I was pretty impressed with them. Well, that's it for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please do us a favor and help us out by sharing this video and sharing what we're doing here on the hunting grounds. Until next time, go out of your way to get a new hunter or a new youth involved in the outdoors, and as always, have a better than average day.
To learn more about the hunting grounds, be sure to check out our Facebook page and our website at thehuntinggrounds.com. And be sure to follow us at Twitter at THGTV.
Music for the Hunting Grounds is provided by Brian Matthew Ellis.
Look at that buck. Man, he's a nice buck. Good early season buck right there. If I don't fall down, I'm trying to get down here to him. Woo. Okay. Get away, bird! Get away, bird! The thing we're extremely passionate about is getting new youth and new... I can't tell.
Ow, 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 ow.
Okay, one more. Here we go.